EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Murray looking to change the play here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw taken in by Conklin. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This defense for the Niners, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. But you look at this defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. In motion is Gray. Purdy with it on third and long. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10. To throw is Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Cook up the gut. Down inside the 40. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Niners at 9-6 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray changing the play. Now this throw caught left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 36 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone, pushing his way through. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Murray now. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Two yards still to go. Third down now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion is Gray. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 63 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Moody for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
This is 2nd and 8. An option give now to Mitchell.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are able to widen their advantage. A partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done, and in it got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Yeah, this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Niners 28, Cardinals 10.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Purdy off the play fake. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's get it out of that zone. Rolling, boys. Keep rolling. You can score on these guys. They can make the play here. Just erase it. Just take it to them.
Here's Purdy. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
You gotta be kidding me.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Boys, you got this.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Got his man, Okonkwo.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
This is not the end.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Arizona. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
A Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Get the points on the board.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Let's exploit them here on this drive. Keep the chains moving on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
McCaffrey on the counter.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for San Francisco,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.